right, good afternoon, everyone. We have our employer spotlight for the month of April, and we are featuring BAYADA Home Healthcare. And we have some representatives that will be talking a little bit about their company history, some of the products and services that they provide. Also, we have some job openings, and stay tuned for some insights on career pathways. Something that I get a lot from these type of employer spotlight is that sometimes as a student or as an individual, we pick a career path, but we don't know necessarily how to get to that place that we want to get. So these conversations are great to ask questions and get insights to not only get the job, but also how to follow the pathway and what other pathways might open up, because sometimes it's a pretty crooked path to get there. So I want to give a moment for Bayada to introduce themselves, and we'll get started with the presentation.
Great. Thank you so much, Jimmy. It's a pleasure to be here with CCC and TI. We appreciate the invite and the opportunity to present our company. Um, Unfortunately, the lights just went out in our room, and I hope it's not too dark where you can't see us, but we can always get the lights turned back on here in just a moment. They automatically shut off. But without further ado, I'm here with Judy Sheets, one of our regional recruiting managers, and covers several practices and regions within the company. And my name is Nick Bellamo, and I work with the BAYADA Habilitation Office here in Hickory. And we cover Caldwell County and other surrounding counties as well. We're definitely excited to have the opportunity to connect with you all and the students at CCC and TI. And we look forward to coming out next week to hopefully meet some of you in person. We'll be in the Breezeway next Thursday for a job fair. But yeah, we definitely like to talk a little bit about what we do and how we tick, and hopefully connect with some of you.
Great. So that's a great segue to make an announcement. So yes, next week on the 14th of April, we will have at the Breezeway a on-campus job fair with Bayada. So please come talk to the employers, come see what type of opportunities are open. And just again, it's for those that are looking for a job, great. It could be a great fit for you. For those that are more in the exploratory phase, come check it out. Come talk to them, see what are some of the tools that you need, certifications, education, training, whatever you need, so that when you are ready to embark in your career path, you'll have more tools for that. All right, I'm going to share the presentation here. Can everyone see that? Okay? All right, I'm going to let you take it away.
Thanks, Jimmy. All right, so jumping on in to talk a little bit about what we do. So it's going to be a twofold presentation today, and I'm going to begin by talking about our habilitation services, and then I'm going to pass it over to Judy, who will talk about our skilled nursing services and what opportunities we have in that area as well. To start things off, just wanted to open up about habilitation services. What we do, we actually cover habilitation services across the entire state of North Carolina. But obviously, for purposes for today, we do cover Caldwell, Catawba, Burke, Alexander, and other local counties in this area. But our services, basically what they entail, it's a home and community-based setting in which we provide supports to individuals who are diagnosed with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So the individuals that we provide service to can range from any age between 5 and up, so children and adults. And the objective for what we do is we're trying to engage individuals both in their home, allowing them the ability to manage their activities of daily living in the home, and then also community-based as well. So we take our individuals out into the community for a variety of reasons, and try to integrate them as best as possible with their local communities, whether it be for employment reasons, for recreational reasons, or just doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, things of that nature. So the service definitely goes a long way in terms of assisting individuals to stay at home, with their loved ones, and not have to seek residential care or other types of care that would force them to move outside of their natural living environment. So what does it look like for you as a direct care staff working with these individuals? First thing I want to mention is that the position is a one-on-one position. So if you've had experience maybe, or just know someone who may have worked in a residential setting or a group home where it's one staff to maybe 4 or 5 individuals that you're responsible for, our setting is completely different in the sense that you're working with one person. So you do have the opportunity to really focus in on the objectives for that one person, the goals of that one person, and really build a bond and a relationship with that one person that you are spending time with. But some of the things that our staff do, so just normal activities of daily living, so assisting with hygiene, so i.e. bathing, toileting. We'll assist with preparing food. If the individual has limitations in terms of their physical abilities, we assist with helping them be mobile around their home and also in the community. But the idea really is that we're trying to engage these individuals and help them develop skills to become more independent. So some other things you might do while you're working with our individuals, like I mentioned, they're already working in the community, integrating individuals into activities that happen in their local communities, whether that be volunteering or planned outings or appointments, employment, things of that nature. Um, we like to build therapeutic relationships. That's the whole idea. So not only are you going to build a relationship with one individual who you work with, but of course, there's an opportunity to build a relationship with family members or loved ones that they live with. And that's the whole idea, is to build a bond with the family and provide them the supports that they need each and every day. So to talk about what opportunities we might have for you all, we have a program here at BAYADA within the habilitation practice called the REACH program. And the premise of this program is to assist individuals in learning and obtaining training in a particular role, more specifically a management related role here in the office, within one of our offices at BAYADA within a habilitation field. So what that entails, we like obviously for an individual to either be in a human services related field within a 4-year program, because all of our management positions do require a bachelor's degree in a human services related field. But that doesn't mean you have to be completed with one. So where this comes into play for some of you all who are, maybe in your 2nd or 3rd year, is you can come on board and learn a role while you're still in school. That way, when you finish school, you now have the experience and you have the training to jump right into a management role, maybe even on day one outside of graduation from your program at CCC and TI. The nice thing about it too is you also have the ability, while you're obtaining the training here in the office, to work and gain experience in the field simultaneously. And they're both paid positions here at BAYADA as well. So what are our incentives? What do we offer to you? I think that for a college student, it's nice to know that you have the ability to focus in on college and then maybe have a part-time job along with that. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves here at BAYADA, is we're as flexible as we possibly can be with your needs and your scheduling desires, in order to make it work for you to put your efforts into school, but also gain some experience and obviously make a few bucks on the side while you're in school. So we do offer part and full-time positions, tailored to what you're looking for. If you're just looking to work in the summertime, we can also accommodate that as well. We do offer a virtual hiring process, so no need to leave your apartment room or your dorm room or wherever you might be living. You can attend right through. We use Zoom, so you can attend our orientation right on your computer or our smart device. Our pay, It's weekly. You get paid every week, which is nice because that doesn't happen very often in the world we live in. But we do offer pay that starts at $13 an hour and ranges up depending on a variety of factors, but most importantly, the service you provide and the skill set required to work with a particular individual. We offer PTO. Even if you're part-time, you have the ability to accrue PTO. Health insurance benefits, which are crucial, that we offer those as well. But I think that the main objective while you're in school is you get the ability to gain experience in a health-related service or a health-related field, which is going to be very beneficial for you once you graduate with whatever degree you graduate with and whatever career path you're taking. The experience is something that is second to none. But last but not least, we do offer what we call here at BAYADA a presidential scholarship. The presidential scholarship basically entails you earning up to $1,500 per year to put towards tuition costs, certification costs, trainings, and anything else that you're looking to do to advance yourself from an educational standpoint um, here at BAYADA. So, or with BAYADA, I should say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass it over to Judy, and she's going to jump in and speak to our skilled nursing practice and what that entails.
Thanks, Nick. So I recruit for private duty nursing, RNs and LPNs. We provide service in the home just as you would in a hospital or a facility. We have clients from basic all the way up to our high tech. And by high tech, I mean trach ventilators. All of our training that we offer our nurses is paid training. We provide you with all the material, education, precepting to set you up to be successful to work independent in the client's home. When you're in the home, you take care of the client's needs. You get to work one-on-one, build relationships with the client, but not only the client, but also with their families. At BAYADA, we do have our nurse residency program. We are the only home care agency that is accredited with our program. What we do with our nurse residency program, it is for new grads, RNs, LPNs, to start your career in the home working with adults, pediatrics. Pediatrics is from newborns up to 18. Our adults is 18 and older. This program is a 6-week core program. It is a 12-month program with a 6 weeks core program. It is an all-paid program. We provide you with all of your electronics. You have all of our benefits as a full-time employee. And it is a transition from school into the nursing field. You can go ahead and. So with our nurse residency program, it is a comprehensive training. You have mentorship available throughout the whole program. You are able to build great skills just coming out of your nursing program. As I said, it is a 6-week of instructor online classes. You have your in-person lab with our simulated labs, and you are able to be ready to work independent after your 6 weeks of the core program. Then after the 6 weeks core, when you start working in the home, you will still work closely with the office. You'll still get trainings. You will work with all different diagnoses with our clients. You will choose if you want to start with like pediatrics or adults, whichever your passion is. But once you're through the program, you can do a combination of adults and pediatrics. So with the nurse residency program, it is mainly virtual. There is a couple days a week that you would attend the simulation lab. You will work closely with a sim instructor, and that's where you'll make the decision, if you want to do peds or adults, and that's what you'll focus on through the program. When you are through with the classroom and clinical that week, you'll also be precepting in the home 20 to 24 hours. This is where you will work closely with another preceptor nurse to get your field training, to get you ready to be able to work independent with one-on-one. This here is our core program schedule. It briefly goes over the days that you will be doing the online classroom. And with the online classroom, it's not like your typical school classroom. You're not going to be expected to write up a bunch of papers. It's designed to where you are able to interact with other new grads, with the instructors, ask questions. It's a very involved conversations through that time. Then it shows you the days that's typically for the Sims lab, and then the days that you would do your precepting in the field. This here is just to give you an idea of what our simulation labs look like. They are different from what you would see in your everyday hospital or your nursing facilities. With this lab, it is set up just as if you are truly working in a home with a live individual. And you will be with a trained preceptor, clinical educator that will help you go through all those scenarios. With BAYADA, we are a very exceptional culture. We pride ourselves in hiring the best of the best to be able to provide the best care that we can to the clients that we provide service to. With BAYADA, you are also are given the opportunity, as Nick said, with flexible schedule. We service our clients 24/7. So we have a variety of shifts. It's not like your typical hospital facility setting hours, 7 to 3, 3 to 11, 11 to 7. We have a variety. With that being said, it offers you to be able to have your work-life balance. If you are looking to provide extra income for your family, you can work part-time hours. We have full-time hours that we offer our employees. So here is our contact information for her habilitation. Christine Honeycutt is the regional recruiting manager. If you're interested in learning about habilitation, she can answer all your questions. I'm the skilled nurse contact, Judy Sheets. You can reach out to me with any questions about the nurse residency program or other opportunities that we have available. That's it.
All right, thanks so much. So we are going to open for questions, but I just want to remind again that BAYADA will be on campus at the Caldwell campus on April 17th from, is it 9 to 2? I believe that's correct, in the
I believe
breezeway.
it's
So
10 to 2.
10 to 2, I apologize, 10 to 2. So come on campus to meet the employers. Again, you will get a lot of information about these jobs specifically, and you can talk to the employers. Let me close this real quick. There you go. So take advantage of it. And my tip doing this for a while is come dressed and pressed. If you have a resume, great. I'm not sure if you have to have a resume to come that day, but again, just having that face to face with the employer and being able to talk a little bit about your experiences and where you're at as far as training certifications, it's a great opportunity to do that. Any questions, you may turn your microphone on, or if you want to put it in the chat box. I have a question while we're waiting for any other questions to come in. Let's see. All right, we have a comments. I don't know if you saw that, Nick and Judy. We have David thanking us or thanking you. Hold on a second. There you go. All right, thanks so much, David, for passing that on to your students. And again, bring your students out there, even if they're not quite there to apply for those jobs, that being able to ask employers information and get that card for in the future, possibly something opening up. So my question is, you were very thorough the job itself, so I appreciate that. What do you as far as qualities in student that want to do this type of job or that succeeds in this type of job, because healthcare is not created equal, is not all the same job, depending on where you go. So what type of person you see succeeding in this type of jobs?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think within the line of work that we do, where we work with people and we're here to support individuals, I think the greatest quality that you can come with is compassion, the want to do it, the enjoyment, the fulfillment that you get from doing this type of work and assisting someone else, um, in whatever setting or whatever type of need that they have. I mean, we have a variety of individuals from just daily living activities where you're going to be just kind of, being there to support them in the activities that they might need support in the home and in the community, to individuals that have to have an aide or a nurse with them for life-saving reasons. So in everything in between. So if you're not in this line of work because you love it and because you enjoy it, it's probably not going to be the most fulfilled career for yourself.
Yes,
Everything to add to
I
that.
love the fact that you talked about the training to bridge that gap, because I know that depending, not all programs are created equal, but sometimes you go to do training and it's very hyper focused into certain types of scenarios or certain tracks, and then you go to work and there are some gaps in knowledge, or maybe processes, or the type of patient might be different, or the needs. So I really enjoyed hearing about your what was it, the management training for one, and of course the program. Tell me the name of that again. The
Nurse
nurse.
residency
Yes,
program. Mhm.
exactly. I really, really enjoyed that. So my other question is, what type of pathways do you see within BAYADA? I know that you talked about management being one of those pathways that some folks starts, let's say, doing that one-on-one and sometimes move to management. But within the company, what do you see usually as a pathway? What's the entry level, and what are the different paths that they can take within the company as far as roles go?
Let me start with the nurse.
Sure.
With the nursing role, we once our nurses come aboard, they're like our field nurses. Then we have our Aspire program for RNs. So any nurse that is wanting to advance their career path can go through our Aspire program. And with this program, you can go in several different directions. Preceptor nurses, you could be clinical educators. We even have our field nurses that have come through the program and be, transition to a clinical manager where you work in the office and you are providing support with the field nurses. But not only that, you are making sure all of your clients are being taken care of. You work closely with doctors, referrals, and then there's the business side of the management where you can also grow in that path even as a nurse, become a director of an office, division director. We've One of the nurses that help with our nurse residency program was a field nurse. She then come in and was a clinical manager, and now she works at our simulation lab with our new grads. And she loves any new grad or any nurse that's even thinking about the program. She'll jump on a call and show you the lab, go over information, just for anyone that's interested. Got anything?
Yeah, and I think within habilitation, the paths are somewhat similar, but of course, we're not a nursing service. We're more of an aid service, so a little bit different. But I think I'm a prime example. I can just speak and give you an example of kind of my path, especially even here at Bayada. But I started my career not at Bayada, but about 18 years ago now. Crazy to even think about that, but I was a one-on-one aide. That's the job that we're featuring today for habilitation. That's where I started. I worked one-on-one with individuals with special needs and individuals with mental health diagnoses, and that's really where you gain the experience and the know-to, and you learn about the population served. And from there, I became a case manager and came to Bayada, and was just managing services here at Bayada for individuals, and did that for a couple years. And the company really prides itself on growing from within. So this is a company, if you're looking to build a career and stay in one place. I'm now a director of a service office, so I'm managing services from 13 counties. So a huge service area, lot of responsibilities, but I think just my upbringing and in terms of my career, and going from kind of the one-on-one care, learning the population, learning the ins and outs of what these individuals need, and then managing their services, and now managing a service office. So the career path and the growth is definitely something we pride ourselves here at Bayada, and look forward to working with all of your students that are interested. And by all means, next week we're not there to sell you jobs. We're there to talk about services. We're there to talk to you about your career. So come out and talk to us. We're just there for knowledge. And if you so happen to want to jump in and get some experience working with us, that's great too. But that's not what we're there for.
Yeah, that's great. I love that, talking about that path, because again, a lot of folks might see these jobs as entry level jobs, but again, it is entry level in the sense that you're entering a field that you will carry on, and you might have a change within healthcare that might be more administrative, like you said, or higher into health or training. So I love that. And also, again, what you said about inviting the students in is so important. The types of interactions that you will have with employers on campus or wherever else you have an opportunity is worth gold. You'll have insider information that others won't have. It will give you an edge. It will give you a better perspective for that career path, which direction should I go if I continue education. So that's great. So I hope everybody takes advantage of that. We only have a few minutes left. Does anybody have any questions that is on the video right now, or the meeting, that would like to add anything or ask any questions? And I'm going to turn the tables to Bayada. Bayada, do you have any questions for us, or anything you would like to, any last remarks before we finish the call?
No, we just appreciate you inviting us, letting us come out next week to talk to your students.
Yes, thanks so much. We're excited about that and looking forward to seeing you. We will have a little spring get together that week, so we'll be the Breezeway will be hopping, which will be good. Have a lot of folks walking there, and we are looking forward to seeing you. All right, thanks
Yeah,
so much,
same here.
everyone who has come to participate with us, and hopefully we'll see you on the 14th, which will be next Thursday, April 14th. And we'll have this on YouTube. We have other employer spotlights there, so if you want to check it out. And thanks so much, Nick and Judy, for being here today. We'll see you next week, correct?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
thank you
Thanks for
very
the
much.
opportunity. You all take care.